Hello, thank you for watching. I'm Michael Bruner of Brogan Video. September is finally wrapping up. I've had a great month working with people of all age groups on a variety of projects, and it has been absolutely wonderful. I hope your month has been just as good. I'm looking forward to October when the weather gets cooler. Definitely looking forward to that, and we get the opportunity to do spooky lighting just for fun. This is Brogan Video's October newsletter. Thank you so much for watching. Here's a quick tip for you. People sometimes ask me what the difference is between an amateur and a professional. Well, there's one detail that I like to think is the real difference. An amateur can easily use the same gear as a professional, or at least in the same ballpark of quality. So why does the professional get better quality images than an amateur? And I think it comes down to a professional is dedicated and focused on getting it. And that doesn't come out any better than a professional is willing to get down on the ground, on their belly, crawl around like a lizard in order to get the shot. I have seen professionals climb things, stand in precarious positions, run around in circles, all the kind of things that someone who's just doing it for fun would, I'm not doing that. And to me, that is one of the biggest differences between an amateur and a professional. Just the willingness to do what you have to get the image you need. I work for the Pleasanton Museum on Main doing their Ed Kinney lecture series, and I've been doing it for, about 16 years now. But they recently did a lecture for Al Capone, and I was able to do a technique that no one's ever going to notice because it was entirely invisible, and that's why I wanted to show it off. You see, the lecture was a man going about on a stage, talking to the crowd. I was in the tech booth, following him with my camera. When he would stand up, it was easy to follow him. When he would sit down, it would be very difficult for me to crank the camera down quickly in order to follow him. So what I do, I film with enough vertical resolution, which I can manually select, that all I have to do is horizontally keep him in the center frame, and then after the fact, while I'm editing, just have it digitally move down to show him as he's seated, and then when he stands, right back up. It's an invisible effect. It allows me to keep the image directly on the performer at all times, and I don't think anyone noticed. And that's what I like. When my work is invisible, that means people are focusing on the performer. In Pleasanton, there is an estate and trust attorney called Life Plan Lawyer. I've had the benefit of working with them multiple times over the years. It has been very rewarding. They are the kindest and most generous people. But I am deeply impressed with how they used my videos. For one, they didn't just get testimonials of their happiest clients. They got testimonials of the people who had the most interesting stories to tell, the biggest hurdles that had to be overcome in order to bring their family estates in line. And when they got those stories really well captured on camera, they were able to show those all over the world. They were able to show those to all their future clients and illustrate to them exactly the kind of length that they will go to for their clients. And it has been tremendously successful for them. So it wasn't just a testimonial. It was a demonstration of why they are the best. One thing that surprised me quite a bit when I started going to mixers and conventions was that there were a lot of people, maybe 1 in 4, that would have already spent a fair amount of money on a video, and they don't share it. They don't put it out there at all. Even if they spent $10,000 on it, they just do not share it. And when I ask them why, it's usually because they don't like how they look in it, they don't like how they were asked to present themselves, or the video is just out of date. That's just unfortunate. But the out-of-date one shouldn't be a problem, because many times it's an employee that's shown in the video isn't working with them anymore, or the phone number is out of date, or there's a certain image that just doesn't apply anymore. Don't just throw it away, especially if you've spent thousands of dollars on it. Send that to me, send that to any other videographer worth their salt. They can cut those bits out, cover them up with something else, change the phone numbers, get that video working for you again. If it's something that you like, just update it. It's not hard for the people who have the right tools. In the end, making videos for yourself and your business, your organization, can be very intimidating. It's not natural to be under heavy lights, speak in a little bit unnatural way, and to stare right at a camera lens. But it is so valuable to learn to do so, because a video isn't just showing you and your smile and your great attitude, but it's really putting a mark in time. That this is you at this moment, this is your business, this is what you need, and this is what you do. And people respond to that because it is so genuine. It is, this is who I am, and this is what I'm doing. For me, I'm Michael Bruner of Brogan Video. This is my October newsletter. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a few things, and I would love to talk to you. So if you're looking for video, please give me a call.